Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Rob, also known as Checked Out, and in today's video we are going to be covering my personal bots that I'm going to be running on the Yeezy Foam Runner drop happening April 22nd. They will be releasing the Yeezy Foam Runner Stone Sage as well as the Yeezy Foam Runner Sulfur. Now, as we guys know, foam runners are very profitable. They have been all profitable in each and every colorway, so we can expect the same results from this drop. So expect people to be running pretty heavily as these are very hyped and there's just a lot of profit to be made. So with good margins, expect it to be a hard drop, so your botting setup is going to have to be on point this release. Now, I know a lot of you guys are coming off the Yeezy 350 drop. You guys probably hit a few pairs. However, that drop was a lot easier to hit just because there was not as many, well, there was a lot of people running, but there was just a lot of stock. Now, foam runners are always pretty limited, so the drop shouldn't be too long and it's going to be a little bit competitive. So like I just mentioned, make sure your setup is complete. I'm going to be walking over exactly what bots I'm going to be using, so definitely stick around if you are interested in that. I'm not really going to be going too heavy on how to set it up because it's pretty straightforward. If you know how to set up one bot, you likely know how to set up all the other. Guys, it's basically the same stuff. You just got to learn it one time. But I will be going over why I'm using the bots that I'm using and if I'm going to be running on a server and whatnot and all that good stuff. So definitely stick around if you are interested in learning that. And of course, guys, if you guys are looking to scale your reselling, definitely consider joining our premium Discord cook group. Currently, as of today, 4/19, we are $21 a month. We will be increasing to $25 a month for new signups, so best to join now before we increase the price. And of course, guys, you know we offer free and discounted ACO, monitors, add to cart links, release information, early info, stock numbers, all that good stuff, guys. I am going to be throwing it up on screen because I don't really want to focus this video about it. But if you guys are interested in joining, link below, and I'll see you there. So first up on the list, we are going to be going over Mech AIO. Now, this bot is very good, not only on Yeezy Supply, however, it is very consistent on Shopify, and that is mostly why you want this bot in your lineup, because it is versatile. So we know that the foam runners aren't going to be dropping on sites like Foot Locker and whatnot, so we really need to focus on Yeezy Supply and Shopify. And Mech is really a solid option, and it lets you run, like I just said, it lets you run both modules efficiently. Now, Shopify, I will say, does have a lot of user experience, and that'll determine if you're going to hit or not. But Yeezy Supply is pretty straightforward. It's just plug and play and start your task, and you should see some good results. One thing I will say is I'm not necessarily a fan of the UI of Mech. However, it gets the job done. A lot of people ask, like, what's a good beginner bot? And I always recommend Mech, not necessarily because it's a beginner bot, but because it works. Honestly, the UI could be a lot better in my opinion. I've seen bots with better UI, but that doesn't really matter because, like I said, if you know how to run a bot, the UI doesn't necessarily matter. Mech AIO sees consistent results across Yeezy Supply on every drop that comes up. Now, how much will a Mech cost you? Well, to buy it, it's going to cost you, like, to own the bot itself is going to cost you around $1,300 to $1,500. However, you don't have to buy it to use it. You can simply just rent from a trusted renter, and rentals for one day can range anywhere from around $20 to $35. So not too bad if you know what you're doing. You're going to pay, let's say you pay $35. You have a top tier bot that has consistent success. Really, the only issue, if there is any issues, it would be on your end, not necessarily the bot's end. So I definitely think Mech is a very affordable and very reliable bot to be running, and I think it should be in everybody's lineup for this drop. Moving on to the next bot, we have Kodai AIO. Now, this bot is a very good all-around bot. However, I will say that we are mostly going to be using this bot for Yeezy Supply only on this release because, like I said, the foams are only dropping on Shopify and Yeezy Supply. And while Kodai does have a Shopify module, it is not necessarily the best when compared to other bots such as Mech and some of the other ones we're going to get into. So for this bot, focus on Yeezy Supply, and this bot for the price is going to be very good, at least in my opinion. I personally ran Kodai last drop on the Yeezy Zebras, and I ended up getting 4 checkouts on Kodai alone before I stopped tasks. So pretty good. You guys should have some pretty good success, like I said, if your setup is on point. And to rent this bot for the day, it is going to cost around 10 to 15 bucks. So really not that bad. I will say though, however, Kodai, just like Mech, the UI, in my opinion, is not necessarily the best. Guys, it's pretty easy to learn. However, I've seen bots do better jobs, but it is what it is, guys. If you know how to run the bot, you know how to run the bot. At the end of the day, we're paying for the checkouts. You know, we're not paying for the bot to look nice. So just be aware of that. It may be a little confusing if you are a first-time runner. However, it's a very solid option, and it should get the job done if you have everything set up correctly. Now, the next bot we're going to be looking into is a bot that you can't actually rent, so you're going to have to own an instance. So that's definitely going to set the buy-in a lot higher than everything else. But on the flip side, you will actually own the bot once you purchase it. So this bot is Prism, and it is a very good bot in my opinion. So this bot, you can actually run Yeezy Supply and Shopify as well. And their Yeezy Supply module is very good. I believe it is one of the best Yeezy Supply bots out there. They do have a low amount of users running. However, among those small group of people, there's a lot of checkouts. So definitely don't sleep on this bot, guys. It is really good. Now, regarding their Shopify module, it is still relatively in the works. So yes, their Shopify module does work. Is it as consistent as other bots like Mech? I would not necessarily say so. So yes, you can still run Prism on Shopify. However, should you expect the same results that you expect from Mech? Not so much. As I have seen that Prism does have some issues when it comes to captures and whatnot. So just be aware of that. At least you have access to the module and you can run it if you would like. Now, when it comes to UI, Prism has a very, very nice UI. In my opinion, one of the best UIs I have seen in a bot. And it really, like, this bot really makes botting look pretty, I guess. In my opinion, it's not confusing at all, and it's very straightforward. But like I said, guys, the UI doesn't necessarily matter. It's pretty easy to set up across all of these bots, so just stick with it. Now, unfortunately, like I said, you cannot rent Prism out, so therefore you would have to buy a key. And Prism is currently floating around $400 to $500 for the key. And after you get access to the key, it is 150 renewal. So definitely, like, Prism would be a long-term investment if you were to pick it up, but it does get the job done on Yeezy Supply as well as their other modules for the most part. And Prism is actually the bot that I started out on and how I learned, so a lot of love for the team and whatnot. They do a great job. And on most drops, it even performs with some of the other top-tier bots. So definitely Prism is a very good option. Again, the bot is going to do its job properly. It's more so on your setup if you don't hit. So like I said, all these bots are very good. And lastly, guys, we did save the best for last. No, it is not Trickle. I'm not covering Trickle in this video. I do not believe that that is a beginner bot. We are talking about Valor, baby. Let's go. Now, Valor has been a very consistent bot across all modules. Valor does very well on Yeezy Supply as well as Shopify. So if you guys do end up getting your hands on Valor, definitely run it across all the websites that you can. So Yeezy Supply, Kith, BBC, Undefeated, all that stuff, guys. And this bot offers some of the top tier modules. Just like I said, that Yeezy Supply and Shopify is definitely very competitive and top tier, so you shouldn't have any issues when it comes to running. Honestly, guys, Valor is the bot that I've seen the most consistent success with. They do very well across, like I said, on every single Yeezy Supply drop. I've always seen them in the top checkout numbers. So it is very known that this bot is top tier. Now, the only issue with having a top tier bot is A, it is very hard to come across, and B, once you do come across it, it is very expensive. So like I mentioned with Prism, Valor cannot be rented. You can buy extra instances if you are an owner of Valor, and then if you trust somebody, you can give them an instance. But for the most part, publicly renting Valor is a big red flag, as that's a good way to get your info stolen. I'm assuming it's an account or key jacked, so I don't know the specifics about it, but I do know that it is not available for renting on Botmart and Tidal. So that means to get your hands on Valor, either A, you're going to have to know somebody who currently owns the bot, or B, you're going to have to outright buy a key. And right now, keys are going for around $1,900 to $2,000 just for one key, which, yes, that is very expensive. But if you look at the success from the bot, it's very, very good. And I haven't seen it had a hitch on any recent drop. And this consistent success obviously correlates directly with their resale price. But if you do manage to get your hands on Valor, the UI is very nice, very clean bot. And I personally think it is the most safest and solid option that you can get. But like I said, guys, having either one of these bots will be a very solid choice. But it also comes down to your setup, such as proxies, Gmails, and now even your profile quality. If you're getting a ton of declines, guys, it is likely because your profiles are trash. But guys, I know you guys have been asking for this one, especially on my TikTok, but here are the top 4 bots that I recommend you rent or get your hands on for this drop, as like I said, it's going to be a competitive one, so you're going to want a good bot that's going to get the job done. But as always, guys, let me know if this video helped. Let me know if you guys need any clarification in the comments below. I failed to mention where you guys can actually get these bots. This is not sponsored, by the way. Title Marketplace on Discord, as well as Bot Marketplace on Discord. Those are the 2 bot trading marketplaces that you can join. I believe you do have to pay $10 every 3 months for both of them. It is what it is, guys. Everybody does it. So if you do join them, just be safe, guys. There's a lot of scammers, so definitely think with your head. All right, but besides that, guys, that's about all I got for today. Again, if you are looking for a premium Discord group, definitely check out the link in the description below. Come join us, guys. We're just about to hit 250 members. I think we're at like 245, so come be our 250th member if you'd like. If not, all good. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. It is evening right now, and I hope you guys cop this release. I really hope you do. It's gonna be tough, but we should see a lot of W's, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace.